smoky eye. Now you're probably like, Shawna, smoky eyes are natural. To me, this is a natural eye look for me because I know a lot of smoky eyes have really deep black shades and colored shades. This is more of a natural rosy orange smoky eye. This has a really nice settled look of both rose pinkish color and an orange. So I used the Violet Voss Essentials palette from my August Boxycharm, and let me just say, this palette is really pigmented, more pigmented than what I thought it was going to be. I do everything with you guys. It's a talk through video. I really hope you guys will enjoy this video. Also, I use no lashes. I use a very small wing, so it's more of a natural smoky eye. You can really pull this off out in public. You could go to work, you can go to school with it, you could eliminate things, you can add things. It's a really open tutorial. This is just a tutorial that I find appropriate for me, being the age that I am, to go out in public, and this is considered a natural look for me because it doesn't have no lashes. It's not a harsh look. There is no really thick wing, and the lips are really natural and just a really glowy and plumped, and I just love this look so much. So comment down below if you guys like this look as well. Thumbs it up. For more tutorials, until next time, stay beautiful, my unicorns. Let's get started with this video, shall we? Okay guys, so I'm going to be talking throughout this video. So the first thing I'll be taking is two different types of face primer. So one is just an actual like face oil primer, and this one is more of an illuminator. And also I'll be taking some of my Tarte base tape for my eyeshadow because this is what I use for eye primer. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is by Touch and Soul, and it's the No Problem primer. It does fall out a lot because it's like liquidy, so but I just put it on my face like that, and then I just like to take my hands, which my hands are clean. I do suggest cleaning your hands before you do your makeup, and I'm just rubbing this all over where I'm gonna be putting makeup. So just like this. And I decided to do a talking video because I'm doing a more natural look for everyone out there who doesn't like applying lashes every single day or don't know how to apply lashes. I do have a how to apply lash video, which I'll link down below. I know I say I always link videos down below, but sometimes I'm just too busy and I forget. So if I don't link it down below, it is in my videos a couple months back. So but I'll definitely try to be more intact and link it down there for you guys. So I just blend it out, and then I go off camera, and I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit longer, and then I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. So next up, I just like to add some of this Wander Beauty Glow Ahead, and this is just an illuminating primer, and I just like adding this like just around the bases of my face and just blend it out as good as possible. I honestly like using both of these because I just feel like it has more of a shine to it, and it really helps like just your face glow. I like the glowing look. If you guys haven't noticed from my tutorials, I always go hardcore on the highlight, but today I'm trying to do more of a subtle look for all of my followers who have really strict jobs, or you don't have the time in the morning. You can definitely do this look, and it's like real quick and simple, and you still look really cute. So now on to the eye priming. So I don't really let this one dry because it's already drying super fast because of the other primer, so I'm almost out of this. So I just like to apply a little bit of this onto the eyes and also under, because I do add eyeshadow down there, so I do put some under there. So then you just take your finger, again, just make sure your hands are clean. I always use hand sanitizers, which some of my favorites are Bath and Body Works, and also I found some really nice ones at Walmart during the holiday. They don't actually break out my hands as much as Bath and Body Works does. But yeah, so that's what I do. And then I just let everything dry, which obviously I have to go off camera for this. I let everything dry, and then I'll come back and do my brows with you guys. So for my brows, I keep all to about the same like way I do them. So I have this e.l.f. brow pencil that I am extremely in love with. It has this part and it also has the crown part, and then I also use this, which is my Prestige powders. So I just really like using both of these products. So the first thing I do is use the other side, which is like a little swirly brush, and I just kind of brush out my brows. My brows are actually growing in a lot natural, so I don't have to fill them in as much. So I'm starting to get the hang of not filling my brows in a lot, and that's what I'm starting to like. So I just trace under very lightly with just strokes and just making sure I don't make it too dark. The end you do want dark though, because the end of your brow is kind of like where the hair kind of goes over, so you do want that a little bit darker than the top part. And I'm doing the same on the other brow, just kind of swooshing it in and making it really dark on the other side. So I wanted to do two different types of videos for you guys of makeup tutorials. Sometimes I want to talk, sometimes I don't. The ones that talk are going to take me longer to edit, but I don't mind because I know a lot of you guys like that more, especially when I'm like explaining exactly what I'm doing and stuff like that. So now I'm going to jump off of here and grab the brow brush and also the brow powder, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I also forgot to mention, and also I had Micah help me with the lights because I know that the lights getting kind of wonky. So I also like to brush it after I put the crown as well, just because I like to get it the shape that I want. So this one eye on this side, I actually got hit with a baseball when I was younger. If you guys want a story time on that, I would definitely be having that very soon. So this eyebrow is kind of, I guess, deformed, or it did something, because I've noticed that my brow or my brow bone is not like wanting to shape a certain way. And I've actually had someone tell me that at the Ulta Brow Bar as well, like a couple years ago, where they told me that the brow is formed weirdly, and she asked if I ever had an injury, which I did get injured. It was really swollen. We never got x-rays or nothing because at my soccer game there was a mom that was like a doctor or a nurse or something, and she told my dad that it looked okay, but it was really swollen. And then years later I just noted this eyebrow was a little bit more higher than this one. You can kind of see it on camera where this wing goes out a little bit more than this one. So this is the Prestige brow powder, and I'm using my new brushes that I got from the Boxycharm for September, sorry. These are the Moda Pro by Royal and Langnickel. I actually already used them and they're really, really nice. So I just like to take the darker shade in the palette, and I just like to go like this and just kind of fill them out naturally. I don't like to overdo them with powder. Like I said, my brows are coming in naturally now, so it's a lot easier to not have to worry about doing my brows every single day, which I'm starting to like that, because doing your brows every single day can get really annoying and it takes up a lot of time. So I'm really excited that my brows are starting to form themselves. I'm not giving you guys the finger. I'm just trying to do my brows. Which I really like that. I like girls that have natural brows and they don't have to worry about doing them or filling them in. You know, that's like a major step that you don't have to worry about. So I'm just working at this. This is why I like to do fast forwards and stuff, and I don't like to talk a lot, but yeah, so if that's why you guys are wondering why my one brow is always different than the other, well, there's your answer. Well, I just got hair on my little spoily thing. That's pretty gross, but it's my hair. So As you can see, I try to make it the same, but sometimes it looks wonky, so I try not to even mess around with that. So I just try to make it as natural as possible. So kind of like that. So now I'm going to jump off of here and get the stuff for the eyes. So for my eyeshadow, I'm using this Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series eyeshadow palette. So it just looks like this, and when you open it, it has a gorgeous array of different neutrals and colors. We're definitely going with a neutral look today. So the colors I'm going to focus more on are Sand, Dusty Rose, and Cinnamon. So, or probably we'll go for a little bit more subtle look and we'll do Sand, Terracotta, and Dusty Rose. So we'll use these 3 shades right here. Alright, so I'm going to be using those Moto Pro eyeshadow brushes because they're just amazing. So I have this smudge brush, but I'm going to mostly use it as a eyelid or a... You know what, I'm actually not even going to use that right now. I'm going to use it for actually what it's supposed to be, but I'm going to use the crease brush and I'm going to go in with Sand. So we're going to go in with Sand on both sides. So there is a little bit of fallout with these brushes. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like something sticking out of the brush, which is obviously from the brush. It's not my hair, it's actual from the brush. So I'm just going to apply this shade into my crease and up on my crease because this is kind of like my blending shade. So I like to do this first because I'm able to kind of, you know, separate the eyelid and the crease a little bit better. So I'm just blending that with windshield wiper motions. If you guys hear yelling, I'm sorry. We live in an apartment complex, so there's tons of neighbors around with kids, so please be advised. So using that same shade on this side, I'm just applying it in windshield wiper motions and just making sure that it's getting blended. I like to blend my shadows, but I don't like to blend too much. So yeah, so kind of like that, and then I just like to go in. I do have a towel next to me. I like to wipe off the excess because I am using the same brush for other shades. So now we're going to go in with Terracotta, which is more of like an orangey shade. So this palette's really pretty. I'm actually really excited that I got this because they had other ones like Tarte and stuff that was mostly for your face, and even though I like face stuff, I like face palettes and all that, I just feel like I have so much face stuff that I'm not gonna, you know, go through it all. So I'm just like, no, I'd prefer the eyeshadow palette. Plus, it gives me something to do and I'm able to create looks for you guys, especially all those out there that get the box and don't know exactly what to do with it. I'm able to help you guys, so that's what I like. So I'm just going back in that crease shade and just kind of blending again in windshield wiper motions. So I always like to have a towel on the side of me to get rid of any excess or whatever. If you guys ever see me like take my hand down and like wipe something off, I'm wiping the brush off on the towel. It's just a little more convenient, and I'm able to use the same brush. Like right now, see, I'm doing it. I'm able to use the same brush and not have like the shadow going where it's not supposed to. So I'm just blending that out a little bit more and just combining that top shade that I put with the crease shade, and that way it's not too harsh, but it's also defining the crease, because that's what, you know, this orange, deeper orange shade is doing, is defining your crease. Now the lid color is also a matte shade, and it's one of my favorites out of this whole palette. It's Dusty Rose. I just love this color so much. And this is gonna go on your lid, so I just like to get a lot on the shadow brush, and I just like to pat it on top. So it kind of combines with the shades but it's a really nice, natural, settled look. And like I said, you can tone it down a little bit, but like I like to have it a little bit more sharp. So I'm just applying Dusty Rose still, and then I like to go back in, and again I'm wiping it on the towel. I like to go back in and kind of just buff everything out. So I'm just doing that right now, just buffing everything out to the point where I think it looks nice. And then I just go back in with a little bit more Dusty Rose, just so it doesn't take away from, you know, the rose shade. So then I just do the same on the other eye. And just apply this. Believe it or not, my sister-in-law and like a couple of friends got me wanting to do Boxycharm. I always stuck to Ipsy because I was just like, a lot of the times I was scared to try like real big things because I didn't know how my skin mostly would react, because I do have very sensitive skin. But being with Boxycharm, I got rid of Ipsy really quick. No hate towards Ipsy, I just can't afford both right now. I just really like the settled choices you have when it comes to Boxycharm and what you're able to get in your boxes. So currently right now I'm just blending that shade as best as possible. Going back in with that Dusty Rose, I'm just applying that to my lid again. And yeah, I'm just giving it that look that I want. So that's kind of like the eye work right now. We're definitely going to go in with eyeliner and stuff like that. So let me grab my liquid eyeliner. So this is totally up to you. I know a lot of people just slap on some, you know, mascara and their foundation and stuff, and they don't put eyeliner. But I like to do a little wing here and there. So we're just gonna do a very, very little wing. Not gonna do a big one because it is a natural look. And it's not like I'm going anywhere. So, oh my gosh, I just got eyeliner on my eyelid. So that's an easy fix. So that's kind of good that happened, because now I can tell you guys how I fix when I mess up. So I just go back in really quickly with the eye brush, and I just take the lid shade that I did, which was Dusty Rose. I don't know why that did that. And I just kind of go over it. I kind of pat it a little bit, and it slowly comes off. So if that ever happens to you, there's your little tip of the day. You can't really see it anymore, so. And then we just do this. So, as you can see, it's really lightly and you can't really even see the mistake. So then, so there's that. So just a little wing. You don't even have to use liquid eyeliner. I like gel eyeliner as well. And if I'm breathing hard in this video, I'm sorry about that. I am a heavy girl, so you will hear some excess breathing, but there's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, I just let that dry and then I work on my face. So the two foundations that I really like are already like completely out. these are my two favorite foundations. It's the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and it's also the Revlon Color Stay. The Revlon Color Stay is actually a perfect match for my skin, so I'm going to go with that one and try to get out as much as I can. You guys can see it's completely empty, but I've been trying with a brush to get it out as much as possible because it's one of my favorite foundations, and I'm really hurt about that. So now I'm just trying to go in and get as much as I can out. So as you guys can see, I got a good amount out. And this is how I kind of cut my eyeshadow. And I also use it as a foundation as well. Or as a concealer. I am using it as a foundation though. So I'm going to do the one side first because this dries really quickly. And a lot of you guys asked if I actually blend down my foundation, and I actually do. I just don't show everything on camera because, like I said, I'm one that likes not watching long tutorials, but then there's some of you guys who are like, your tutorial should be longer. But then I just blend it with a beauty sponge. This one my sister-in-law gave me from a shop that she got a couple from. I was desperately needing a sponge, so I'm kind of glad that she likes sharing with me here and there because it makes life a lot easier, and I get to try like a new sponge brand because I usually use Real Techniques, but I don't know why my face looks red still, because I did put a lot of foundation. Alright, so there's that, and then I'm just going to do the other side the best that I can, and just do it like this. So, if you guys hear Lupe talking, or Micah talking, sorry, he's talking to his mom. It's really hard to get used to his new name. I've been calling him by his actual birth name for the longest time, and it's like really hard. A lot of you guys asked how I handle it, and it's not easy because you know someone by their name for so long, and then he decides to change his name, which I don't have no problem with that. I just have to get used to it. So then I just go back in with the sponge. You could either wet the sponge or you can do it dry. My sponge is a little bit damp, but sometimes I like going with it in dry just because of the patchy feelings that I get when it's sort of wet. I don't know if that happens to everyone, but with me I get like these like patchy looks to it, and I don't really like it. So it's kind of happening right now, if you guys can tell. So I'm trying not to focus on that right now because I could go back in with some Fit Me foundation, which I'll probably do just where the red spots are. So we'll probably do that together and just go in with some of that Fit Me. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so that was the Revlon Color Stay. Like I said, my foundations are to the crisp, so that is something that I have to purchase on Friday, because if I don't purchase another foundation, then I won't have foundation, and that's not a good thing. Where did I put the brush? Okay, so this is the Fit Me foundation, and again, this has nothing really in it. I'm just gonna go where the redness is. You guys can see a little bit of where the redness is. I'm just gonna go there and just apply some of this where the redness is. I don't know why my neck is red. Okay. So now we're just gonna blend that in, and I like to use the butt of the sponge. And see, you just take it around, you just blend it all in the best you can get, and you just blend it down the best that you can get. So That's how it, oh, I just hit my mouth with the sponge. That's what happens when I don't get to edit my videos. You guys get to see some bloopers. So I don't know why that's red. See, this is irritating. Now it wants to act up on me. When I've been doing really good with tutorials lately. Now it wants to act up. Alright, I'll see how it is. Well, the hardest parts are already almost done. The foundation's like the hardest and stuff. So there's that. Okay, so the face is done. Now, something you guys see me do in my makeup tutorials, if you watch my tutorials, I always like to apply my lip plumper after my foundation. That's just because I have some foundation on my lips. So I just go in with this. And I do that. And this is by Hard Candy. This is actually super amazing. It doesn't really sting as much as I've heard the Too Faced does. I think it's by Too Faced. There's a lip plumper by Too Faced or Tarte. It's either one of them, and it really burns, people say. This one is like a minty feeling, and it's like a tingly feeling, but it actually works. Not only myself, but Micah has noticed my lips got a couple inches or centimeters bigger. So I'm going to go in with the Bodyography Emerald eye pencil just for a little color. This is blue. This is totally optional. You could do black as well, but because this is such a neutral look with a hint of orange, I'm just going to go in with a blue eyeliner. Just like that. Eye pencils really make my eyes water. I like the Crown eyeliners better because it really like bugs my eyes. So while the foundation is still drying, I'm going to go in with the bottom shades. So I'm just going to use Dusty Rose on the inner corner, like not the inner corners, but just like right here. And then Sand is going to be in the back. So I'm just going to take Dusty Rose first. And I'm just going to apply that right along here. I might just do all Dusty Rose actually. Yeah, we'll just do all Dusty Rose because I don't want it to overlay just an orange. I want it to have a mixture of the pink and the orange. So yeah, I really like the Dusty Rose against that blue eyeliner. That looks amazing. So I'm just going in really gently and just applying this. So it looks like that. It's really nice. So I'm also going to be going in with a little, I like to use this for my inner corner, and I'm just going to take this color Cream, and it's just going to be my highlight for my inner corner. So I'm just going to take it and apply it in my inner corner. See, it just gets really good into the inner corner. I like this brush a lot. This brush is actually a Luxie Beauty brush, I'm pretty sure. So it goes in really good into the inner corner. And then I just want to apply some of this to the brow. Not too much though, because it is like a white shade. So just applying that to the brow like that. Alright, so the eyes are basically almost done. We just have to go in with mascara, but what I like to do next is just my face powder, and this is a powder that I have been raving about for so many weeks since I've had the August box, and it's the Becca Hydra Mist. It's a Set and Chill powder, It feels so amazing on the face. It's really good for someone that has dry skin, 100%. It does not make me look cakey, and it gives me a nice coverage. So I'm just going to apply this everywhere as I put foundation, because I like to apply this before I put my other face makeup, because I want that highlight to be popping. So as you guys can see, I applied it all over. I like to take it down the neck as well. I'm super excited that this is really expensive because I really want to purchase more, but I'm gonna have to wait a couple months till I'm able to save up for it and buy it on my own. Alright, you guys, so now we're going to do the mascara. So I'm using this Tarte Big Ego Lashes mascara that I also got in the August box for Boxycharm, and I'm going in with the G Beauty Secret lash curler, which I have a code with G Beauty Secrets that will be in the description. So I'm just going to go and curl my lashes gently. They always stick to these. I have to clean my eyelash curler tonight. I'm actually cleaning my brushes too because they really need a cleaning. So I'm just going to go in and apply some mascara. So my lashes, be warned, are really small, so sadly this mascara doesn't do what it shows on the box, but that is because tons of my lashes have fell out as well from lash curlers. The G Beauty Secret doesn't really tear out my lashes, they just get stuck, but that's my fault because I don't clean my eyelash curler. But I've had eyelash curlers in the past, even after cleaning them they would rip out my eyelashes. So now my eyelashes are like baby lashes, so you can barely see them. So I like to apply 2 coats of mascara to my top lashes, and that is what I'm doing. So there we go. Again, you can't really see. And we're gonna do these ones. So if you guys hearing background noise, it's just Micah getting Eric food. He was outside with some friends, so he's getting him his dinner. So we already had our dinner because we like to eat earlier. Especially me, I can't eat really late because of my stomach pains. I have really bad acid reflux, and I was diagnosed with a peptic ulcer, so I can't really eat past 8. Only thing I can have past 8 is like yogurt or like a fruit. So yeah. Okay, so again, my lashes are gonna look small to you guys, but I tried to raise them as much as I could. And then I do the lower lashes, which these don't take me as long because I try not to touch my skin with the wand, because then it makes black marks, even though it already did. I talk way too soon. So yeah, I hope you guys are liking my different video content and my Instagram. I am trying to have only one social media, or one Instagram I should say, and connect all my Instagrams. Or guys, I can't function while trying to concentrate. Okay, back to what I was saying. I'm trying to only have like one social media name combined with everything else. Even though my Twitter and my Musically is different names, I am going to change it up and switch all my usernames to Shawna Lynn, because that's my actual name. Shawna Lynn is my actual name. Shawna is my first, Lynn is my middle. And I'm not going to say my last name because that's too TMI, but a lot of you guys know my last name, but that's only for selected people that I trust. So now onto the face. So the Kaleido Cosmetics This is a blush, and it's in the shade, gosh, it doesn't even have the shade name. It just says Skin Blush. So yeah, I'm gonna apply this on my face, taking a BH Cosmetics #1 brush. I don't know what that's for, but this works really good. So that's really light. Since this is really dark, I don't like dark blushes. It's up to you. This is more of a natural look, you guys. This is something you could wear out. It's a little bit of a smoky eye in a way too, because the orange is kind of darker than I expected it to be, but that palette is very pigmented. Okay, so I'm not applying no bronzer because, like I said, this is a natural look. So I'm going to use the Ofra highlight, though. I can never go without my highlight, so this might be a little bit dramatic for a natural look, but I swear I love my highlight. So I'm sorry if you don't like this much highlight. You don't have to apply this much, but I am, because I love my highlight. So as you guys can see, I'm just applying my highlight everywhere it's supposed to go. I'm just applying it and applying it. Sorry, I'm not giving you guys the middle finger. I'll use this one instead. I just look like that glow look, you know? That really intense glow. It's just something I really dig. So there is like your face makeup, and the eyes are kind of basically done. So last but not least is just the lip gloss. So I'm going in with a lip gloss since this is very, very like dark but a natural like look. I'm going to say this is a natural smoky eye since it's not like colors or anything, but it's definitely a natural look. You could get away with this. So I'm using the MAC Alluring Aquatics lip gloss in Clearwater. So it has some sparkles to it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this talk through tutorial. I really hope I didn't bore any of you guys. And if you guys like these types of tutorials, let me know. This is a little bit more work for me because I have to edit it, and obviously I have to make sure that I'm talking. See, there's the highlight. It is bomb. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Comment down below any other tutorials or video ideas you guys might have. And until next time, stay beautiful, my unicorns. Peace.